welcome back to my YouTube channel. Okay, let's do a little van tour to get acquainted with what we have going on. Here we have the kitchen, very epic. We have the fridge and some upper cabinets. This has all my food. We have pots, pans, and peanut food. She's a little dog, so at least there's not too much to store for her. And a couple drawers, very epic. Wow. Okay, everybody has this drawer in their van. If you don't have that drawer, I don't know. Write a comment. It's dark outside right now, and it's a little bit cold. And these are actually really great for insulation. You can see I put them up throughout the whole dash as well. They help maintain the heat inside and keep some cold out as well. And then we have the lovely living room area. Very nice. Very cool swivel table so that we can eat in lots of positions. And that chair is also swiveled around right now so that Peanut can have her little spot. A little introductory, we have a very nice panel with some lights and whatnot. And then here's our electrical and heating components. And then I'll show you the bed area. This is exactly my height, so it's a little bit short because I'm 5'4" or so. So imagine sleeping in here. If you were taller, you might have to go a little diagonal, but that's totally fine. And of course, we've got the cozy lights. And then that is a AC unit. Here we have closet space. Every girl's got to have a closet space. And that's where I keep all my toiletries. Some clothing. More storage here, under there, and there's actually a dry flush toilet under there too. So yeah, that's the van tour, and now I'm gonna make some dinner. I've been living in this van since fall of 2025, and it's been very fun. I've gotten to travel to quite a few places, really into rock climbing, so you can check that out on my other videos. But I'm hoping to travel a little bit more, especially as the weather gets nicer in certain areas. So that's very exciting. This is a propane stove. Propane is stored under there. It's just the little green canisters, and they last a surprisingly long time. Living in a van is honestly pretty easy as long as you have like certain basic needs being met. I knew that I definitely needed heat and AC given I was gonna have a dog in the van, so I just make sure to prioritize that. The heating element is like really good. Like you can get honestly too hot. It's just like a dial, and it's also run off of the diesel that is a part of the actual tank here for the Sprinter van, which is awesome. I've never run out of diesel due to the heater. It really takes like drops, which is so cool. And then it gets really hot, so that's great. It hasn't been full on summer. There definitely have been hot days, but I do have the max air fan, and it has some auto settings too, so you could set it to like only turn on to try to stay at a certain temperature, but it can only do so much, and it's sort of dependent on the outside temperature. But if you crack a window, it'll get some airflow, and you can turn it to push air in or suck air out, so you can kind of change with the settings. Here's my little temperature thermometer. It's a very cozy 71 degrees, and right now I'm at altitude up in the mountains. Van life is definitely what you make of it. You probably could make this a lot harder or easier on yourself depending on what kind of person you are and what you want to do in the van. I like to live a pretty simple life. I don't need to cook extravagant meals in here, so that's a part of it. Right now I'm literally gonna eat ramen noodles with spaghetti sauce, but to be fair, other times I cook real protein. So if you're a protein fanatic, don't come at me. This is girl dinner. Some pretty common questions about van life would be, where do you shower? What do you do to go to the bathroom? And stuff about how hot or cold you might be. So obviously I talked about the heat and everything. The dry flush toilet is definitely like, I'll use it if I need it, but I'm not like prioritizing it. So I have gym memberships that I can shower at. There's no shower in here except for out the back, and it's been too cold to use that. It's like a little hose just attached to the water pump, and you can like rinse off your feet after a hike or something. One time I did use it in the desert when it was hot, and I was in like sort of a remote area, and that was an awesome experience, honestly. It wasn't too cold, but I definitely would be colder if it were anywhere else. Especially if you're in the city, you're not gonna do that anywhere. I have about 12 to 14 gallons of water in the back. It drains to a gray water tank that's under there that is 7 gallons. I guess the other thing people ask about is, how do you work? So I have a remote job, and then I have a Starlink. So anytime I'm out of service and I'm not able to use a hotspot, I can set the Starlink up. You can set it up on the roof outside. You can even slide it in the windshield, and then it just speaks to satellites that are always circulating Earth, and it will give you Wi-Fi anywhere. It's honestly extremely reliable. It does use the inverter, so there's a little bit of consideration about power, but as long as you're able to recharge with solar in your alternator, it's honestly not a problem. It's a little bit expensive. About 50 gigabytes per month is about $50, and then you can get an unlimited plan for like 120 or something like that. There have been times when I've been like full traveling on the road that I've done the unlimited plan, and then times when I'm like half the month I'm in the city, I'm definitely gonna have cell service, then I'll just switch to the 50 gig plan. But Starlink is so cool. Starlink is like, I hate that it's owned by Elon Musk, but the technology is amazing.